everyone, welcome back to Bre'sBooks, and today I'm doing a video on my bookish buzzwords. I saw Lindsay Ray do a video on this a while back and I thought it was a good idea, so I'm going to steal it as I do. And I forgot my note. Basically what bookish buzzwords means is when you hear a book being described in this way, it makes you want to immediately makes you want to read it, or at least buy it, check it out, something, find out more information, because your ears perk up and your bookish heart starts a fluttering and you need more information about that book, like stat. So the first one I'm going to mention is kind of a two-parter. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, you probably have heard this before, but it is fairy tale / retelling. When somebody describes that in either way or both, I am all about checking that book out. Okay, so I love fairy tales, and usually fairy tales written nowadays are retelling, so that's wonderful. I have always loved fairy tales. They remind me of my childhood, and I love the new ways that authors are finding to retell a well-known story these days. One of my favorite things ever. And the second part of that is retelling, so I don't care if it's a fairy tale or just like a well-known classic, Pride and Prejudice retelling, Jane Eyre, anything like that, Pinocchio. I've heard retellings of like tons of different stuff that aren't fairy tales technically, and I'm still interested in them for sure. I love the idea. I just read last month, I think it was, The Wrath and the Dawn, which is a 1001 Nights retelling. Really awesome, loved it. So even if it's not retelling a fairy tale, if it's retelling a classic story, I'm usually interested as well. So definitely those two. And another one, when somebody says this is a book for book lovers, my ears perk up again because I love books. You love books, probably. And usually, when somebody describes a book for book lovers, it means that there's a lot of talk about books in that book, or there's a library, or grand bookcases, or love of literature somehow infused into that book, and that is something we can all appreciate more of, and it's still not very common in books, I feel like. Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan is one that I've read and loved, and is a book for book lovers, and The Storied Life of A.J. Thickery is another one that I need to read and want to love. Another one is graphic novel or a book written in verse. When I hear graphic novel or a book about a book written in verse, I definitely want to check both of those out. They just give a unique way to tell the story, and I really appreciate both of those. Graphic novel is more art-based and verse is more poetry-based, but I really enjoy both of those ways of telling stories. I really appreciate finding out about new ones. And the last one I'm going to mention is when somebody mentions a new book coming out by one of my favorite authors' names, be it Rainbow Rowell, be it Julie Kagawa, Marissa Meyer, Colleen Houck, any of those. I usually already know about them, but whenever somebody mentions about them, I definitely check them out. There's no feeling like hearing someone else talk about an author you love and hearing them gush and love about another author's work that you love. And that is one of the things that brings BookTube together as a community so well, is finding similarities in the books and characters and authors writing that we love, and I really love that. So those are some of my bookish buzzwords. Comment down below with some of your bookish buzzwords, or make a video and link it down below. I would love to check it out. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you again real soon.